rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, there we are. There we are. Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Ribs, what's good, man? Miguel P in the place to be. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime show, the Knicks at Night podcast. Salute, salute. I am your number one chief rocker in Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. And we have kind of a lot to talk about. And then maybe, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Ismail Rivas is in the building. Salute. Salute. Yeah, man. 2020. Yeah, Ismail. Yeah, since 2020. It's been a long time. So we have the Celtics tomorrow. Man, and we have a lot of questions. I don't fear the Celtics. All right, so I don't fear the Celtics. So I don't fear the Celtics, but I think the Celtics want some revenge. I think the Celtics feel like the Knicks a little brother. I think the Celtics feel like the Knicks spoiled their repeat. I think the Celtics feel like the Knicks don't belong here, and they do. Right? I think the Celtics feel like they're a prideful organization, and who are the Knicks to get in the way of them winning championships? I think that the Celtics are one of those teams that has a dangerous mix of hungry players looking to prove something and veterans with a lot of talent. Right? I think the Celtics are I think the Celtics are going to look for something to prove. And if they do come out with something to prove, I don't think it's one of those situations where they feel like they can beat us. Hey, coach, if you're ready, man, just wave your hand or something. I'll let you know. All right. What's good? What's good, coach?
Sorry, brother.
Yeah, man. Man, that camera is coming down on you, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, while I don't fear them, I do believe that this game is going to be a tougher game than we expect. Now, I don't expect it to be close for all 4 quarters. I do think it's a game that we can't sleep on them.
Nah, I mean,
Right.
there's some guys on that team that were champions too, that weren't
Right.
Tatum.
Right. Tory B in the place to be was good. Is that Red Bane talking about the Chauncey Billups thing? Yeah, the Chauncey Billups thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Salute to, by the way. The Chauncey Billups thing is crazy.
I need to read more into that before I comment on it. I don't know what.
That's crazy. This gambling stuff, none of this stuff existed before gambling was legalized. So,
I mean, here's the thing for me. Gambling in general, I don't mind. And even guys that have a finger on the pulse of the game still, you can't be betting when you can actually affect an outcome of a game. That's when obviously it should be really frowned upon.
Right. And
like they used to make a big deal, the Pete Rose. Like, if you want to talk about gambling in sports, obviously the name that comes up for some of y'all that don't know or do know, Pete Rose situation.
Right.
It's crazy that he was betting on his own games, but he was just betting on his team to win.
Right.
Because he believed in his team. I'm not justifying it. It's still, sketchy. But it's different and bad when you're losing on purpose and those things start happening.
Right.
Then it's some crazy stuff. It should be.
But if you're Terry Rozier, if you're Chauncey Billups, and you're already millionaires, how much money are you going to win?
Exactly.
Yeah, how much money are you going to win? See, in Pete Rose day, wasn't nobody getting paid nothing, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So if Pete Rose won $2,500, that's enough for Pete Rose to party all night.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dripmore is in the building. Coach, I was on Dripmore page, bro. Dripmore's a professional, bro. Professional barber. Yeah. But
barber?
one of the things I would point out, Revis, like legit, how much you a millionaire, bro? You legit, how much money are you talking about winning by gambling, bro? And then if you bet some stacks on it, it's gonna be suspicious. Now you're not even greedy, you a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
I think they're addicted to the thrill of the win and the competition still more than it is the money,
Yeah.
Because they talk about Jordan,
Right.
He was a gambler, but they still gamble on a coin flip. We all got friends like that,
Yeah. So that on the Celtics though, on the topic of the Celtics started the other night. They started Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jalen Brown, and a couple of dudes, couple Waffle House dudes. They had Anthony Simons coming off the bench. Yeah.
They kind of did, like we didn't technically start our best 5, I think they try to keep what they consider their rotation too.
Right.
And not start, because Simons obviously is a starting quality player.
Right. And in theory, they could have started Derek White and Anthony Simons because both are combo guards. They could have started both of those. And Jalen Brown is an initiator.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But at the same time, man, I don't care who Boston start, bro.
Their defense,
they're tanking, bro. Dre told me they would never tank, but I think they're tanking, bro.
their defense looked doo-doo.
Yeah, their offense looked.
Yeah. And Embiid's done, bro.
Yeah. Joel
Dude
Embiid
couldn't get an inch off the ground on no shot. Well, he got blocked.
Right.
He didn't even leave the ground, bro.
Bro.
I mean, I feel bad for him. I never wish for. I mean, I know us Knicks fans, we hate Embiid.
Right.
A lot of reasons, especially the subscribers.
When he changed his name to Troll Embiid on on Twitter, and Karl Anthony Towns came out the next day and punched him in the face. You remember that?
Yeah.
He changed his name to Troll Embiid and then Troll Cat, and then Cat punched him in the face. I was like, y'all keep on playing with Cat, bro. Drip Maw, it's called the Charmin tank. They're gonna do the Kleenex tank. Yeah, man. Yeah, and on the Boston thing though, what I would say is this though. I'm excited about this game because I think we're better than Miami. And I think we're better than Boston, right? And so if we beat both of those teams this weekend and get off to a 3-0 start, while it doesn't mean you're a champion, that means in order for you to have a fantastic start, right, all you have to do is go 4-3 for the next 7 games, right? That means you went 8-2, or I'm sorry, 7-3, right? And if you go 7-3 with a brand new coach and people out due to injury and things of that sort, you can imagine what the team is going to be like when everyone gets healthy and Mike Brown gets to a place where he's comfortable. Right? Coach, I watched Oklahoma City play twice this year. There's no way OKC is better than us, bro. There is a chat, I know I'm supposed to be talking about the Celtics, right? There's no way OKC is better than us. I'm sorry.
I think they're deeper than us.
Yeah, well,
I'll give them that, but I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate for this, but SGA, yes, he's the MVP, but our start lineup's better than theirs. It just is.
I don't see where SGA is better than Jalen Brunson.
The only thing SGA is better at is just he's more athletic. He looks the part more. That's all.
But selling the shot though, but when you talk about shot creation, he's not better than Brunson, bro.
Their game is similar, and Brunson's a better 3-point shooter. Even though
except one dude gets to shoot 26 free throws, and another dude gets to shoot maybe 8 or 9 free throws. Yo, what's up, boss?
Hey,
Corey. What's up,
what's good?
Relaxing, enjoying a day off.
Man, yo, who gave you a day off?
I took it.
I already got my full week of work in.
I was about to say, you know good well the boss ain't giving nobody no day off. What's good with you?
I mean, I'm here. I'm present today. I was busy yesterday.
Yo, let me ask you this. Did you see the email? You see all the notes that in the email?
Yes.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Every day every day
I
putting
said,
stuff
ooh,
together.
undetailed.
Yeah, you feel me? Like you got to
Yeah.
have a plan when you come up here. You never know.
Facts.
Yo, so how you feel about the Celtics tomorrow?
I mean, they banged up. So, I'm expecting us to win, but we'll see. I was listening. I don't know. You think they're gonna tank?
I think they don't have a choice, right? Because here's the thing: Derek White's a nice player, but
Hmm.
he's a super role player, right? Anthony
Right.
Simons is a super role player. All it takes is for Jalen Brown to not play 72 games, and they in the lottery. There's no way Derek White. There's no world where Derek White can lead a Celtics team
Right.
or
They,
Anthony Simons.
they should just do.
I mean, it's
Sorry,
his
excuse
chance
me.
to show it.
Yeah, they should
You don't
just do
gotta
the.
believe it, but this definitely his chance to show it.
I
They
hear
should
your
just do the
point.
full-on Warriors thing,
Yeah,
like
that's a
what the
good point.
Warriors did when Clay got hurt.
Right.
Like just have a James Wiseman year, which that didn't work out for them, unfortunately. But even with him being a bust, they were way better the next year.
And anytime Steph get hurt, Draymond get hurt, bro.
Yeah,
Draymond don't play without
He said,
Steph.
I'm not playing without this guy.
I'm not even, yeah, he ain't even going out there without Steph. You know what I'm saying? But Nick Yak says Brown might be out tomorrow. If so, I think
we're gonna see the whole bench
yeah,
play tomorrow.
yeah. One of the things I thought about this all day, right? I thought about this all day because it bothered me from yesterday's game, right? Listen, yesterday's game was a fantastic win. We stood our ground. Cleveland fought their way back, and we put the throttle to them again. You know what I'm saying? Just forced our will on them. Jalen Brunson playing defense bothered me though.
You think he extending too much energy on the defensive side?
I think that's exactly what he's doing.
uh,
And I know, and I know people are going to say, "Man, you crazy." Now, look, it's difficult in this league to do three things, right? To be an offensive player, a defensive player, and stay healthy. Because you can do two of the three things, but when you try to do all three of them for an 82 game schedule, you basically calling your own ambulance. Is that the way that you say that word, Coach? Ambulance or ambulance?
but the guys that can do it in this league, the aliens, they're hurt. They get banged up.
They
There's
can't.
there's
That's what
three
I'm
there's
saying.
three guys in the league built for that. And I'm gonna keep it real. Wemby,
He was hurt
Giannis,
last year.
yep. Wemby, Giannis, and AD.
Yeah. All of them were hurt last year too.
Those are the three guys in this league that got both sides elite.
Yeah.
And you said it. And I'm not saying Giannis is injury prone, but he's had some boo boos lately. But AD and Wemby are injury prone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Nick Yak in the building. A lot wise in the building. Miguel P. Salute.
But with that being said, just a little side note. Speaking of Wemby, that dude, wow.
He had an amazing game.
Right.
But he's like 8 feet tall, so he don't have
That's
to,
like
to do much to
that
get to
look
the
like
basket.
that look like legit 2K, bro.
Right.
You made the player. And
What's the rookie from Philly? VJ.
Edgecombe went off
Oh,
too.
he had a
Oh
great
yeah.
game.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
explosive, that kid, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Philly don't deserve him.
Nah, they don't deserve them.
But that's what Boston needs to do. I'm not here to give Boston advice. That's the last thing I want to do. But Boston's always been more willing than the Knicks to give the draft a chance. So I think now that they're doing this, that's what they need to do. But
Right. Right.
but they still have professionals that ain't gonna lay down. Yeah.
Man, I think tomorrow, I think Boston's going to come out and try to prove something to
Of
us.
course.
But at the same time, I just think we're going to overwhelm them. You know, I just don't want my fear is not losing that game. And I'm already counting it as a dub, and I know I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm counting it as a win already. The thing I'm fearing is guys getting hurt in that game. Right? That's what I'm saying is two ancient rivals going against each other regardless of who's on the roster and what the roster looks like, regardless of record, they just going at each other's throat because it's New York versus Boston.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm kind of concerned about. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we get out of this game without getting injured or without somebody that's already injured re-injuring themselves?
Did your heart not skip a beat when OG hit the floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
That
mine
slip.
did. So,
Hell yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy, please get up. Immediately, I was like, oh no.
Some mop attendant is gonna be getting in trouble for that one.
The way that he fell, you saw the way his legs.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
sketch.
Yeah.
I told everybody around me to be quiet, like silence was going to help. I'm like, shh, shh, he fell. Yeah.
I mean, the replay made it look better. Like,
Right.
I was like, it was just, but live, that looked scary.
But when you saw it full speed, bro.
Yeah, that was like, oh no, his knee or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was mad too.
Yeah, he was mad.
Because that was at a moment too. It was not good timing because they were on a little bit of a run. You know, like they were creeping back, and then that brought them they were within 9. They cut the deficit under double digits. But then that happened. I'm like, crap.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was cooking.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He had a
And
great
OG
game.
was cooking. Right. So
Are we?
I think he's gonna cook tomorrow. I would not be surprised if OG Anunoby is our leading scorer tomorrow.
And coach, I just want you to know Deuce heard everything you said. And and that's why he had the game he had. He heard you.
Those are my favorite takes. I love to be proved wrong when it comes to stuff like that. Trust me.
Deuce got like a pincushion coach doll, like with the ACDC t-shirt on.
I said that about Tibbs. I said Tibbs is at home poking dolls. That's why these dudes is hurt.
Hey, that's what we need from him. So keep it up.
Tomorrow is gonna be a tough matchup for him, bro.
For who? For Deuce? Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow because they had Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. They always give Deuce problems, and it's not because it's Deuce. It's because they present the two things that Deuce always have trouble with. Like anytime he gets guarded by a bigger guard, right? And then Peyton Pritchard is a scoring machine that can take guards off the dribble.
Right.
Right. And so when Peyton Pritchard he'll light up anybody when you let him cook. I mean, he'll light up anybody. That's going to be a tough matchup for Deuce tomorrow. Right. I think Jalen Brunson is probably Jalen Brunson is probably going to guard Peyton Pritchard so the wings can do their wing stuff. But hey, man, they're still going to go out there. And mind you, they don't rebound and their defense was atrocious. But I think in the individual matchup, not the team matchup, but the individual matchups, I can see Deuce maybe struggle a little bit. And I'm not picking on him because Lord knows when we play Sunday against Miami, they don't have anybody for Deuce. I think he's going to light Miami up, right? It's just this Celtics game where Derek White is an all-world defender, and he probably won't guard Deuce primarily, but he'll get switched on to Deuce during the game. Like there are going to be cross matches during the game. Anytime teams run plays or run pick and roll, they're basically enticing a team to switch or forcing a team to switch. So,
yeah, but no, I think that regardless of who's banged up, who's not on either team, it's still a statement game in general, just for us to start off, new coach, new system, and just beat who's out there. It don't matter who it is. Like, it's still the NBA. Even the worst team can make shots. They're all professionals. It's just I know it's coach talk, and a lot of teams can't truly say this, but I believe the Knicks can say it. It don't matter what the other team does. We just got to do what we do, and we're going to win games.
right.
We've had rosters where we couldn't say that. Like we've had rosters where we had our best game and we still have a hard time winning.
Right.
We can have our best. Everyone could be playing their best season of their career and still only be in the fourth seed, a la, the bubble Knicks.
Right.
We had about
Right.
5 guys that season that had the best season of their career,
Right.
and we barely made the 4 seed.
Right.
It was a crazy.
Yeah, we actually finished. Remember that we finished in a 3-way tie for 6th, and we had the tiebreaker.
Right.
So we wound up in 4th, and Atlanta wound up being in 5th, and I forget who wound up being in 6th. I think it might have been Chicago or somebody.
Yeah, like Julius was in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
Noel and Burks and Alfred Payton, all these guys had the season of their careers. Reggie Bullock, was a 3-point sniper apparently.
Yeah. What's my guy? Norvell Pell. Remember Norvell Pell?
Yeah,
The dude that played center?
yeah. And I don't think
Nerlens Noel.
And with the Boston game, because of their lack of identity in the front court right now, I just say we just roll. Even though I don't think Huck Porty did that great. He was just solid. He didn't mess things up. I'll put it that way. But there was a lot of 50-50 rebounds he didn't get that discouraged me a little bit.
Right.
But did he present a problem for him? No. Like, he was just a solid, just 5th guy out there.
Right.
He was a game manager for the position.
Right.
But we should just roll if that's what Mike Brown wants to roll with. Like, I don't think we need to be cute and be like, oh, let's just start Duke. I think recreate whatever Deuce scenario because most bench players, and especially Deuce, he's a rhythm heat guy. When you have his situation, like he's never been able to settle in his true full-on bench role because we've had someone hurt and then he'd come in and start sometimes he'd come off the bench, sometimes like his rotation is always all over the place, so he never falls into this rhythm. That's why I think your initial idea of when you said Huck Porty should start for the game, that
Me?
Yeah, you said that.
No.
You said
Yeah,
me.
you did.
No, I never
Didn't
said
you?
that. No.
Well, you said you think they're going. to do
No.
that. No, you didn't.
No.
Who'd you
start,
say?
No. I said start Pacom Dadier and leave everybody else in their roles. That way, Pacom Dadier can come in and play a few minutes, and then
got you.
everybody stays in their original role.
Well, maybe I'm
You talking about when we were on Knicks Freestyle, right?
Yeah.
When we were on Knicks Freestyle, I said, man, start Pacom Dadier. Not that you want anything from him, not even play him a lot of minutes, maybe play him 12 or 13 minutes. But then that way you can get everybody else in their same role so they can be accustomed to doing the same thing, getting a rhythm in their role. And then that way when Mitch gets back, then all you have to do is take out Pacom Dadier and put in Mitch, and everybody else is still in their same roles. Right. Not that Pacom Dadier was going to play center, but everybody gets to learn in their roles as the season until we get Mitch back. Right. But as it stands, since you played Huck Porty, well, I guess it's the same thing, though. I guess it's the same thing, right? You start Huck Porty, everybody's in the same role.
He did that though, I think, because he's gonna be playing for Mitch a lot.
Yeah.
Since they playing on load managing this man for the entire season. Oh.
I don't want to use the word. Never big fan of the word trust, but when it comes to this scenario, it's not that I don't trust Huck Porty, but I don't know if I trust him. That's a big step up, man, and responsibility. I mean, you're talking. We all know one of the most important players on the Knicks team for the last few years has been whoever's backing up Mitch. Let's just be real. Because they want to
tonight, bro.
They want to be in somebody that plays a lot.
About to fight tonight. I mean,
look at
Iheart. Shade at my guy, bro.
I'm not throwing shade at him. We're talking about Huck Porty right now because Mitch is out. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about Huck Porty. You know. But look at Iheart. You know, he got his opportunities because Mitch wasn't available. And so Huck Porty needs to show, you know, that I'm not saying he's got to be Iheart, obviously, but he just needs to take advantage of this opportunity. If not, we got to give someone else a chance, you know, because we ain't here. I don't mind developing a couple guys in the midst of what we're doing. But when you're counting on somebody that's still a work in progress and you a championship team, you're playing with fire.
All right.
You know, but it looked good. I mean, I feel like the system, like I said, and I'm sure we're going to get to this subject. What the thing I love was that I noticed when we talk about the traditional point guard stuff, when Brunson was in there, the only time Brunson did the traditional bringing the ball up thing was later in the game. There might have been a couple times early in the game, but for the most part,
when the defense was relaxed,
we didn't do it. But when Kolek
when they went zone, Brunson just brought the ball up the floor.
When Kolek was in there, we did traditional point guard bringing the ball up like the whole time he was in almost.
Was I the only one shocked that he was in the game, like for important minutes?
No.
Okay, because I was in shock. Like, wait, Tyler Kolek's in the game?
I was shocked
already
because we were in mid watch of the playback, and Freezie texted me because we didn't want to talk about it on the air at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we just didn't want to get into that conversation with the chat and everything at that time. But during that moment, Mike Brown legitimately refrained and waited to put Brunson in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And because he was just rolling Kolek and McBride or Clarkson, whoever it was at the time, it was just working. And so if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Kolek and OG
legitimately shocked.
Kolek and OG look like a thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They did, and the lineups that he had out there was, it was points where I was like, "Wait, where's the starters at?" Wait a minute, where's somebody? Oh, wait, there's OG. Like it was like one starter on the floor. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
like
We never would have saw that with our other guy. Never.
that was the most chill, unassuming 65-point half I've ever seen.
Right.
Like
Was it
usually,
me? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, so usually like when we score 65 and a half, we're used to like, oh man, Cat or Brunson's on fire today. It's usually because someone was on fire. But we just had this normal little average shooting night.
It
And
all looked. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm saying, and we just had 65 points like it was nothing
Right.
at the
It
half.
all looked easy. Like
Yeah.
Right.
nothing looked forced. It all looked like it was just flowing. I said, this is something I gotta wrap my mind around this. I'm not used to seeing this. I just it was weird that it just didn't look hard. Like everything looked like it was coming naturally. Like they look like they've been playing this system a little longer than like 5 games.
Right.
Because
Right.
they was getting their shots in the flow. And if Jalen wasn't off, he would have had 35,
Yeah.
40. Like he missed 8 3-pointers. And none of them were like forced 3-point. They were like wide open shots. He was just off.
He
It
was
was
just off.
crazy. I'm like, yo, if this is how they gonna play, he definitely could get well, it's gonna be hard if Wemby keep playing like that, but he could definitely be in a running for MVP because there's no reason why he can't get 35 a night in this offense. He didn't
Nah.
even have it was what 19. How many shots he took yesterday? He didn't even take a lot of shots.
Nah, he didn't.
And if he would have hit those shots, he could have had a 40-point game with all them free throws.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on low at like 19 shots.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He
Yeah.
don't even need to shoot more. It's just and everybody else could still be involved. It's crazy. We gonna see though. It's one game. It's one game. It's one
Right.
game. You don't want to get too excited. But if this is our worst, man, oh man.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to point out about last night's game, I think we kind of slept on it a little bit. We were really not knocking down those wide open threes, like we all were mentioning, alluding
Nobody.
to, right? Like I think we shot 35% from
Yeah,
three when we normally shoot
yep.
37%, right? And I know, 2% off that doesn't sound like much, but you can't look at it like at the box score level. You got to look at it in game,
Right.
right? Like if a player sees a couple of threes go in, now it's like they're starting to warm up. Whereas they missed 2 or 3 threes in a row, now they stop shooting, stop taking shots. They have less confidence in those shots,
Right.
right? And also, one of the things I wanted to point out, Cleveland really was trying to slow this game down, y'all. Like Cleveland legitimately was trying to slow this game. I don't know if the Knicks pace was too fast for them or if they just wanted to be physical. Either way, the Knicks only took 86 shots last night. And last year the Knicks averaged 87 shots a game.
Right.
Right. So they took one less than their average from last year. And it's not because they didn't pick up the pace. It was because Cleveland was fouling us, sending us to the free throw line.
Yep.
Like I legit, when I look at the game, I'm like, man, is it that they can't keep up the pace or are they trying to be super physical with us? Because at times it looked like they're trying to be super physical with us. But how do you be super physical and you lose all the physical basketball stat lines like rebounding and all that stuff? Like, how do you be physical and then not, reap the rewards of being physical?
Right.
But so I thought about, well, were they trying to slow us down? And I was looking at them. Were they trying to slow us down? How? When they took more threes than we did. Like they were legit motoring up and down the floor trying to get the threes. Matter of fact, Evan Mobley was canceling plays and to get in one-on-ones to hurry up and take people to the basket. If y'all noticed that. Yeah. So it's one of them things. That's why I'm perplexed about a lot of things last night. Like, why was Cleveland crashing the pick and roll with Tyler Kolek? Tyler Kolek hadn't proved anything in this league yet, and I'm not saying that he didn't play a good game, but what I'm saying is he didn't earn the reputation of a guy that's deadly in the pick and roll. At least not yet.
Right.
He'll probably be that player by the end of the year, right? But why are you smashing the pick and roll if you're Cleveland and giving up wide open 3-pointers and giving up dunks to OG Anunoby? And so there were a lot of things that kind of paused me last night. And then at the same time, Tyler Kolek didn't fold under the pressure.
He was so aggressive.
Yeah.
So look at Tyler. I know I was impressed. Look at Tyler. That's all I can say. Look at this guy.
Right.
Because I was talking much trash about him. Like, I don't know about this guy.
Right.
I mean, and one game doesn't warrant, and I told you so at all. I mean, I was saying we're okay with him. That's what I've been saying.
Right.
I don't know what planet or rock. I said this the last show we had. If you give Kolek a chance to play with other quality players and not just other G leaguers and rookies and bench guys,
Right.
he'll probably show he can do a little something. And he
We
did.
had this on our bench.
Yeah.
And Tibbs ain't used it.
Well, he showed that
it's still one game. It's just one game. We got to see if it's sustainable.
I mean, he wasn't like a
see.
star or anything, but he showed the moment wasn't too big for him. And that's what
Right.
it really comes down
And it's
to.
not like Cleveland is defensive slouches. So he out there, he was showing
Yeah.
and proving.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. I love that for me.
What part? What was your favorite part of Tyler Kolek's game last night?
Well, I like how he seems like he's aware. Like, I two things I noticed, like when he didn't have the ball, when he passed the ball, right, to I forget who he passed it to, but then like he's directing traffic. He's like, over there, over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he knows where people need to be.
Right.
And like that part of his game, I think has always been ready. He's smart. He's a smart basketball player.
Right.
And he knows the right pass, the right time that he's supposed to shoot. You know, and
Right, he came down and popped that three.
yeah.
Oh, that three went in. We saw celebrating. Like, look at him.
Well,
Not Tyler.
what he's underrated at is he's a good tough finisher, like off the backboard. He had that nice high off the backboard, like from the side that went in. Like he's found that he can get. He's like a dime store Brunson, you know, kind of.
Oh,
his game is.
Oh, here we
No,
go.
bro, come on, don't even.
A dime store Brunson.
I'm just talking about like the style of the way he gets inside near the paint, and you know he doesn't use explosive athleticism to like go above the rim. He's crafty, you know, like that.
Crafty,
that
okay.
side, you know.
Okay.
He generates shots for himself because of footwork, body positioning, you know. He knows the spots on the glass to throw it off of, you know.
Right. I was Tori B. My favorite part last night of watching Kolek was not his offense; it was his defense. Like how he stayed attached.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
So
Yeah, he's
did.
fighting around screens.
Yes, he
right.
was.
And he didn't get picked on in last night's game in the way that we saw him get picked on last year. Right? He legit looked intense. Like he legit looked like you're not gonna pick on me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like that. Like he looked aggressive. He looked like the little puppy in the litter that's growling. And you like, how you 7 weeks old and you're a 7-week-old puppy and you growling? That's what it looked like to me. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Tyler Kolek superstar. I'm not saying that yet. I think what Tyler Kolek did last night against a pretty good team and a team that had the reigning defensive player of the year on it.
Yep.
That he looked like he belonged in the NBA. He looked like an NBA rotation player with upside of being a starter in the right situation. The defense is there. The communication is there. The floor vision. I honestly think the floor vision is the major part, and the passing goes along with the court vision, right? That's what I think. I think his ability to see the defense and manipulate the defense only makes his passing look better, right? Because he threw some passes yesterday, and I was like, okay, like these are like next level. And I'm not talking about the dime pocket pass to OG for the dunk. That was fantastic. That makes me think I can't wait till Mitch get back, right? But what I will say though is knowing when to throw those passes, manipulating the defense so you can get the look that you want. All those things. He played good, in my opinion. The defense was the most impressive part to me. Chat, what do y'all think? Chat, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Tyler Kolek's defense yesterday? Was it good in your opinion? Was it just better than it was before? Was it average? Or y'all think I'm reaching? Do you think I'm reaching on Tyler Kolek's defense? Why did he do that, Tori? What did you like about Tyler Kolek's game last night?
That he didn't shy away. He didn't shy away from the moment.
Right.
Like I know this is not his first time playing in the NBA. This is not, because he had to play when Jalen was out last year, but there was no real pressure on him. He just got tossed into the game, and he hear everything because these guys is always online. They hear all the chatter. The fact that he was able to get in that game and show and prove, let me know he ready for this moment. That's what impressed me the most. He didn't look nervous. He looked like he knew. He looked like a floor general.
Right.
Yeah, he takes care
of
the ball.
I was thoroughly impressed by this kid. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think Tyler had it in him. I really didn't.
Hey, somebody
I was down on him.
Yo, somebody sent me in a text, right? And like when people send me messages, I promise them I'm not gonna call a name on this show or whatever, right? But somebody sent me a thing that says Tyler Kolek retired Malcolm Brogdon, right? And when I read it, I was like, "What do you mean he retired Malcolm Brogdon? Like, did he walk him out the door? Like, what do you mean?" So I respond back, like, "What do you mean?" And then it dawned on me, like, maybe Tyler Kolek was looking like this in training camp. In practice.
No, I mean and I know Jordan Clarkson isn't, Gary Payton, but when I saw, I knew Kolek had a little bit of game because I saw some stuff when he's at Marquette and all that. When he was the big. I know the Big East ain't the Big East anymore, that we know, but right. He was the Big East Player of the Year.
Right.
So besides that, when I saw that off-season work with him and Clarkson going back and forth with each other, that's when I was like, Clarkson. Kolek got some crafty moves around the rim and his layup package. He makes tough little floaters over people. Like he can create shots for himself, actually. Right. But because he doesn't have the Ja Morant or Edgecombe or he doesn't have that athlete package. Guys like him and Brunson, they have to do all those other things better.
Right.
Because they can't let their they can't correct skill gaps with their athleticism. They had to be on point with everything because they can't like Dion, his in football, he had makeup speed. You make a mistake, he'd make up for it because he can,
Right.
he was faster than everybody. Same thing with like Derrick Roses of the world and all these guys, but for Kolek, I mean, I'm not going to go as far as saying he's going to be like the next TJ McConnell for us,
Right.
but why not?
You know who would be a great example for him is Peyton Pritchard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where a crafty guard has refined his skills so much that he can get anywhere he wants to on the floor.
Yeah.
Without blazing speed. And I'm not just saying it because, and I'm not saying this because, you know what I'm saying, like these dudes are white. I'm saying it because their skill set is the same.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what
I was
I'm
going to say their style of play, but right.
Their body like size is similar. I think Pritchard's a little quick twitchy guy, and he's obviously a better shooter generally.
And he's tougher too, bro. That dude's tough as nails, bro. That's what I'm trying to. I think Tyler Kolek. I don't know.
That's a good goal for him to get to, for sure.
But I think Tyler Kolek is tough.
Oh yeah.
I think he tough. I don't know, and I'm not talking about beat you up in a bar fight tough. I'm talking about like mentally upstairs and physically tough, like can handle the rigors of the NBA.
Yeah. He's a New Englander, man. He's from the Northeast, even though it's Rhode Island or whatever. But Cooper Flag's from there.
All right, so I'm enough about this Tyler Kolek kid, bro. We talking him into the Hall of Fame, bro. He's talking Tyler Kolek into the Hall of Fame.
Well, let's do it. He on our team.
I mean, think about it.
Let's do it.
We haven't had this luxury though. Usually, we only have about 7 or 8 guys to talk about. Now we actually have extra guys playing, so now we have more people to talk about.
Right.
We're not used. Remember in the second quarter, beginning of the second quarter, I'm like, this dude played 9 people already.
Right.
That was crazy.
And that was before Clarkson didn't even get in yet.
That was before Clarkson entered.
Yeah. We played 9 people.
We don't even have Josh and Mitch.
Yeah.
This rotation, I don't know how he gonna find minutes for everybody.
I don't know.
It's a great problem to have, though. It's a great problem to have.
You know who wasn't mentioned enough? Or we haven't really mentioned him.
Trey Jemison.
But we'll get to him too, I'm sure.
Of course, yeah.
But
that's Baby Brown right there.
Call me. I'll take the L on this one. Landry Shamet. Oh, that dude came in dropping.
He was knocking down some.
He was knocking down some shots, bro.
Knocking down some shots, bro.
And playing good D.
Yeah, I mean, he unfortunately came in during the Donovan Mitchell fest, So like the plus minus was skewed during that quarter, for people. But he definitely, like, that's what we expected and hoped for when we were looking at guys like Shannon, Garrison Matthews, like those are the buckets that those kind of guys need to hit for us when they come in spot duty like that. Right. Hey, you may only get 5 to 8 minutes, but you're gonna get some open look. Yep, you're gonna get some open looks though. Bang 1 or 2 of them in for us. That's all we need from you. Here's a $3 million.
Yeah,
it's like, sign me up. It's like the backup QB, like holding the clipboard.
Chase Daniel.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it was nice to see him come in and do that, like and Deuce as well. I think
I want to see Jameson get some more minutes though.
Me too.
I like him.
Is
it Jemison or Jameson?
Jemison.
It's Jem, like Jem.
Yeah.
I think Jamison, there's parts to hitting it now. He's very limited, obviously, offensively. Him and Huck Porty both had a literal 10-foot circle around the both of them a couple times when they got the ball
Right.
above the free throw line.
Like the halo.
Yeah, there was not a
around.
soul around them, and they were still looking around to get rid of the ball.
Right.
You know, but that's where you hope for and you wish you had one of those modern centers that can kind of do a quick little floater or something, or take a step or two forward and put it in. But it's not. It's just me nitpicking, I guess. But
Jemison is tough.
he's definitely a high energy big.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Last night to me couldn't get any better, because like all these things that we've been wanting for years, they were like all coming to fruition like all at once. It was like a dream. You kind of had to pinch yourself because when I saw Mikal Bridges turn his offensive guy and OG pick his pocket,
oh yeah,
I was like, yo,
scrappy.
we could have been doing this
Wingstop.
just last year. Why won't you just let athletes be athletes, bro?
Exactly. Get out of the damn way.
Right.
Let these dudes play.
Then when I saw Trey Jemison nudge Evan Mobley, like it was like a little thing. Just like bump him, like, get your ass. When I saw that, I was like, we back, baby. We back. Old school Knicks, tough Knicks, like legit a big man with an edge to him. Right? Like, for instance, I'm not knocking our players, right? I'm not knocking our players, right? Like Mitchell Robinson is a Ferrari type athlete, right? Mitchell Robinsons don't grow on trees, right? But Mitchell Robinson also isn't the kind to like stick his nose into altercations. Like Mitchell Robinson ain't gonna flagrant foul nobody. Like we know Mitch ain't. That's not Mitch, right? That's not his personality. Is he a fantastic basketball player? Yeah. And y'all, and if legit somebody in the chat say Mitch ain't a great defensive player, I'll fight you on it, right? But we know Mitch ain't the type of guy that's gonna be edgy. He'll have like the Anthony Mason edge to him.
Didn't Cat push somebody out his face in the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that ain't Mitch. He pushed him and Mitch was like, yo, chill. He like, no. Get this dude out your face.
Right.
No.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Cat on the other side is a finesse basketball player with the undercover like toughness to him. Right. But and Huck Porty's so young, he ain't trying to start no beef with nobody. He just trying to stay in the league. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Trey Jemison, though, he traded all the way back to the preseason. Trey Jemison is like, I got my defensive assignment, but the first person come through here, I'm gonna touch him. Right? Like,
yeah.
Trey Jemison is like, I get 6 fouls, but I'm gonna see if I can use 8 of them. Right? Like, last night when I
need those guys though.
You need them.
Yeah. He's our 2025-26 Anthony Bonner.
Right. Coach, I think he.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. Like Anthony Bonner or what's his name? Herb Williams used to come in.
Anthony Bonner. You talking about Chris Dudley, Anthony Mason,
Herb
Williams, wrecking people.
Anthony Mason wound up being surprising. Like he had some skill. He can actually dribble and make little 12-foot jumpers and stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Trey Jemison is our goon. Like we legit got a goon on the roster. And
we need somebody to put up.
It wouldn't surprise me if somehow at the end of the season, going into the playoffs, he gets a roster spot. Right. Somehow. It wouldn't surprise me. And I'm not saying trade or cut or whatever. I'm not for sure how it's going to work out. But It wouldn't surprise me if they took a goon into the playoffs with them. Because in the course of a 7-game series, yeah, I remember how Detroit was doing us in Detroit when we were up 2-0 against Detroit. Remember that? And they were like, Tobias Harris was just shoving Cat in the back. It wouldn't be.
And they still wasn't blowing the whistle.
Yeah. No,
yes, I remember.
And actually, didn't Tucker come in for a minute?
Yeah, to settle everything down
and get like a quick little veteran nudge.
Yeah. Like I like Trey Jemison, and this is nothing against Huck Porty, because Huck Porty is a young player with a lot of talent, and we just need time for him to figure it out. Right? Anybody that says Huck Porty is ready right now, man, we got to relax, because we know for the most part it takes centers longer to become stars in the league than it takes for wing players and guards, because they have the ball in their hands most of the time to get their confidence going.
I mean, technically, he's still a rookie. Only played 25 games last year,
And that dude's like 27, bro.
Well,
I mean,
he ain't that old.
Yeah, no. I feel you could be a 27-year-old rookie, but what I'm saying is this dude legit offers that toughness, where Huck Porty is still at that stage where you don't know where you can cross the line at, because your minutes are up and down because you're young, not because he can't play. It's because his minutes are up and down because he's basically the third center, right? And you don't know from night to night which center, if both centers are going to play, or if one center is going to play, or if both centers are out. You don't know, right? But while Jemison impressed me, I'm going to tell y'all who didn't impress me, and I'm mad. Gershon Yabusele.
I knew that's what she was going to say. Clarkson either, but he just was off. I think he'd be all right. I don't know about Yabu though.
Yeah,
I think the Mitch and Hart injury messed up what's probably going to be naturally the rotation, obviously. And I think until Clarkson and Yabusele figure out their role, they're going to be a little bit of uncomfort.
Transition period, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a little transition in there.
Hey,
we gotta give him some time.
Yabusele transition his fat ass on a treadmill.
Yeah. But you know what? He didn't look that fat shuffling his feet on D. He played better D.
He looked good,
He
bro.
don't look slow. He just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He don't look, put it this way. We're spoiled because we're sitting our out of shape behinds on the couch watching. But he's obviously elite athlete because he got that stuff moving pretty dang well, but it's not that he can't move. It's just he could be even better if he just had less of them.
That's the point that I'm talking about. Which
he played all summer. Makes no sense.
Bro, you played all summer.
Must have been mama's home cooking.
I'm not familiar with him. Was he smaller and where you from? Philly?
He was that big there too.
Huh?
He was that big last year in Philly.
Nah, coach.
Maybe not that thick, but
he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't out here looking like Butterbean last year in Philly. He just couldn't play defense, right? Yeah. So
he was looking like Rick Mahorn, he was looking like Rick Mahorn in the later years.
Yeah, he looked like a thought. I was like, what is this dude?
What?
I'm like, bro, what is this dude, bro? What you doing, bro?
He's definitely a Clydesdale.
Yeah, he was, bro. He was making me like, I was like, when I saw, like, ew, that bro, come on.
But I tell you what.
I was like, yo, grown man shouldn't be jiggling. Ew, get on the treadmill, son.
Making a clap out there.
What was comforting was,
oh my God, bro, it was crazy, bro.
Was Brunson didn't have the greatest shooting game. And Cat's, he didn't have an offensive explosion. He was great,
Right.
obviously. If he did have a quad thing, he did what we needed him to do. And with the other two bench guys who we thought we got to help bench scoring, with those four kind of underperforming a little bit with our expectations, we still whoop that ass.
Yeah, but
Even
they gotta
even
find
with
a
that
way.
going on.
They gotta find a way to get Cat some more touches. I don't.
I
I mean,
agree
I
with
don't know if
that.
it's cause he hurt and he moving a little slow. I don't even want him to
Yeah.
play hurt. Like I really want him to sit down. I really
Right.
want him to sit down and get right. But
Right.
I don't know if it's cause he was hurt or they just didn't. They not finding a way to get him into the flow of the offense. But they have to. He is a crucial part of our offense, and if he is not clicking on the daily on a regular basis, we're going to be in trouble.
Right.
We need Cat's offense.
But Brunson did last night what superstar we've seen Jordan, Kobe. This Jordan, Kobe, and Allen Iverson 101. They have those
Oh,
nights where they're 4 for 23, but they're 16 of 18 from the free throw line.
I mean,
they
he's smart. He
they
know how to get to the line.
yeah, they still get
Yeah.
their points. They get them points in,
Right.
So, and just like I feel like defense to play lockdown, slap your mama defense for 48 minutes is not possible. It just isn't.
No,
Okay.
So when you play defense in important moments, that's what matters. Same thing on the offensive side. We have enough offensive personnel where there's a 6 to 7 minute spurt where Cat is just cooking. There could be a 7 or 8 minute spurt where Brunson's
see,
cooking,
he
where
scored like
OG's cooking.
seven of the 14 points when they were on that 14-0
Yeah.
run, right?
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
we need
what.
Cat's offense. We need him.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
of course we do. And so and it's not that I'm down on. I'm just saying that that's below his average. We had Cat and Brunson play a below average for their points, what they normally score, and then Clarkson and Yabusele didn't contribute as much offensively as we hoped, and we still were an offensive juggernaut in that game. Like we found ways to manufacture points,
Okay.
and I think the style, the constant attacking, the quick boom, 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 not letting the defense set up, is going to create more free throws too, because the defense isn't going to be always setting their feet. Sometimes they're going to be like in transition, like their body's going to be out of position, So that's there's so
And you
many.
take away the defense's explosion. Like when you
Right.
move with intent, when you
Mhm.
move in with intent, you seem to be more explosive. Like think about like when you try to dunk, you know when you're going to take off, you know when to explode, right? Right. Say there's a loose ball on the floor, you dive it on the floor, you know when you're going to dive, you know when that moment of explosion is going to come. But when teams are racing towards you and making you move, you're more reactionary. So even if you're an elite athlete playing in transition defense against the Knicks, you can't use that explosion like you would if you were catching an alley-oop, right? Now you're reactionary. You don't know which way to go. You don't want to lose good defensive positioning. You cover in such a large space. You want to make sure you stay triangulated so that you can cover whatever happens, right? At the same time, the Knicks were like pressing Cleveland back. They were just pressing Cleveland because Cleveland probably had the athletic advantage, right? When you talk about Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and the center, Jared Allen, they probably had the athletic advantage. But man, that was neutralized quick, man. Them dudes was drawing fouls. You like,
Well, Jared Allen didn't do nothing, bro.
This is probably the first game I watched in a long time where I wasn't pissed at the refs. Probably the first one when I wasn't
I mean,
screaming like that's a foul. I
there
wasn't
were
screaming
one.
at the TV.
There were one or two instances where
that was a
that
great
was a
point too, Tori, because I wasn't pissed at the refs either.
there was a couple
that's
bad whistles for Cat. Like,
yeah.
I
mean,
think
but
I think
he gets. Go ahead.
refs get biases too sometimes. Like they play into this looking out for something because a certain player does dumb things sometimes. I think like they look for it sometimes. like that thing when Cat grabbed what's his name's arm for that foul.
Mm-hmm.
Like that happens more often than you think. Like a lot of guys
Yeah.
do that little grabby stuff, like sneaky grabs.
That was,
But they watched Cat. It wasn't
Exactly.
sneaky, but they watched
They
him
know
like
Cat
a
does
hawk.
those things, so they watch
Right.
him do it. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
So he
Draymond
not
Green.
gonna get away.
Draymond
Right.
Green does it like 33 times a game.
Yep.
You know, there's guys that's their whole career is that stuff. You know, half the Pistons team is that way.
We saw that the whole playoffs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then some of the like, I call them
He
the
get a lot of ticky tack fouls.
Yeah, we don't.
That a superstar shouldn't be getting.
Like Cat doesn't get the 50-50 calls. Like
never.
if it can go either way, it's going the other. It ain't going Cat's way.
Right.
Now let me tell you something. I went to the Milwaukee game. I went to a few games last year, but in that Milwaukee game last year, I went to. We sitting in the stands, me and my sister, and you could hear the fouls. The crowd was like, yo, what the hell? Like they wasn't calling nothing. The whole crowd was like, you hear that? Yo, they wasn't calling anything. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like to know that you see it on TV, but to be there live and you could hear it. And I was in the twos, like I'm not down on the floor. I'm like, damn, like they don't give this man no respect. It was ridiculous.
Right.
Like,
Right.
So did you guys notice the?
That's how they used to do Randall too, by the way.
Yeah.
I probably seen like 40. I probably seen like 50 or 60 Randall games, right? And Randall would go to the hole, and that's all you heard, Tory B. Like we be in sections like 108, like right there. You know where the player entrance is, where they come out the back. So we'll probably be like a row over, a section over from that, like right behind the bench. That's what we like to be because the Knicks brass be in that section ahead of us, and generally we pay the price for that spot. And then by the fourth quarter, we start walking down, sitting behind,
right? Because they not there no
right?
more, right?
Right. And I'm not snitching or whatever. I'm just saying it's economical to do it that way. So anyway,
right.
But man, you could hear these dudes hitting Randall, and Randall wouldn't get no calls, man.
I'm like,
but on TV,
I can't. Right.
But on TV, it looked like Randall, just shut up and play ball, man.
Nah, but it was wild. I was like, I can't believe this. It was wild. I mean, we were smacking them, but still, I'm like, blow the whistle. Jesus.
So after the first game, first knee-jerk reaction, do you see this system, this squad, this vibe being sustainable for the whole season? Is this like a 55 to 60 win situation?
I'm gonna need like 25 games for that.
You feel more comfortable with any of those predictions just from seeing the first iteration of it?
No. I'm gonna need to see I'm gonna need a whole test I need like 20 games to answer that question.
Right.
I can't look at one game and be like, yeah, we could do this. Like it would be great if OG could get 14 rebounds every game out.
I'm not
expecting that from him, but it'd be great if he could do it.
If that's the new norm, OG with 14 rebounds and Kolek with 14 minutes, you know.
I mean, I think if he's gonna keep rotating guys in and out like that, these guys are gonna stay fresh. It's just it's only gonna get better because we have really good. before I go, let me get this thing out. I
Yeah.
still don't like our defense on the 3-point line. We are not. They gave up so many wide open shots.
Right.
Oh, so
Right.
many. They got to tighten that up. I mean, look, if you blowing teams out, it's not going to matter. But in the playoffs, that's not sustainable.
I
So
Right.
they
don't
got to
know,
tighten
man.
that up.
I've watched a few other NBA games here these last couple days already. It's an epidemic, man. It's these dudes nowadays. They're just so good at getting threes up, man. They just it's an art now. It's an art form. You can't stop them all. You can't. There's nothing you can do. There isn't. Like they got guys that I don't know who started it all. A lot of people talk about James Harden and started the step back three stuff a lot, made it more prevalent. Obviously Steph, but
That
it seems like everyone could do that now. It's like you got random rookies, like everyone does this. There looks like they're dribbling inside the 3-point, and then all of a sudden they're back 2 feet behind the 3-point line taking a shot already. It's like, whoa. And they're looking for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And then you can't crowd their landing area, so the shooter never feels uncomfortable in the air.
right. You got to give them a landing now. What they call it.
Yeah,
You might
it's a
get
combination of a bunch of stuff.
not only you might get a foul, they might get the ball back now if you
Right.
contest a three like too closely. Because if they land on your foot, it's a flagrant.
Yeah.
So it's got people a little nervous to defend it, I think.
I still feel like it's too many threes.
No,
We got a lot of guys with great mid range game. Everybody shooting threes. I feel like it's too many.
Right.
yeah.
And it's because the athletes are so superior. Like there were athletes back in the day, right? A lot of great Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Michael Jordans, and not to mention the ones that Gerald Wilkins, Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah.
But now with
Clyde Drexler.
everybody being so like when you have people like Victor Wembanyama in your league, you know what I'm saying? It's almost not fair. When you got
even
you have
Porzingis
a
when he's
Victor
healthy.
Wembanyama and a Zion Williamson in the league at the same time, you're like, you know, yeah, yo.
Yeah, no, I just in the end, the reason why I mentioned that about the Cat Brunson, Yabusele, and Clarkson thing, that is a positive thing. Like it wasn't me saying those four. We couldn't count on them. No, they didn't have. You ask all four of them guys, I guarantee they didn't have their breakout game they all wanted. For the first game.
Right.
You ask all four of them guys, they tell you the same thing.
Right.
And even with that, there aren't many teams in this league that can have their 2 top scorers not have their best night, their 2 best new acquisitions who were supposed to be counted on for bench scoring, not really show up and still dominate a game like we did against, even though they missed a guy or two, so did we.
Right.
We dominated. That was the number 1 offense in the league last year. And we made them look pedestrian without.
And Donovan Mitchell showed us that in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Definitely showed us
Yeah.
that in the third quarter.
I mean,
what you gonna do? He was on the heater. It is what it is.
but that's just it. He's an all NBA level player.
Absolutely. I
You
wasn't.
know.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were doing anything wrong when he's shooting like that. What can you do?
Yeah.
You watch it go in and hope you're gonna score on the other side.
When
That's
you
Some of those
throwing in
things-
3-pointers off the glass off a foul play,
right.
you're
Like,
not.
what can you do? What
what can you do?
can you do?
Yeah, that's
No.
not defendable. You
Right.
just hope he doesn't do it for 4 quarters.
Right. Right.
And what was the other comforting part in all that? In the midst of that, we know in the past we had someone who would knee jerk and put all the starters back in full time. It was right on the cusp of that is when he left in Kolek and then,
Right.
and
And
we withstood it and we took the lead back and never gave it back up.
Yeah.
and for as silly as it may sound, he actually calls timeouts.
Oh yeah,
I
Hey.
was very happy. I'm
after
like,
yeah,
okay,
he doesn't wait till the whole
let's let's
13-point lead is
let's
evaporated
rally the
before he
troops.
calls.
Come here, let me talk to y'all for a minute.
Right.
Come
He
here.
don't take timeouts on the bus. Like
Right,
Tibbs, why you got
right.
timeouts on the bus, bro?
Yeah,
Tibbs
Call a
got
timeout,
timeouts in the
talk to
press
your
conference.
people.
yeah,
I got a topic though. I sent y'all a few topics, but I want to put one on the screen just to see just to get your thoughts on it. So, what does a win or a loss to Boston really mean? Like, if we beat Boston, what does that mean? If we lose to Boston, what does that mean?
From the Knicks side, it's a no-win situation. It's when we win, all of our fans and all the pundits and whoever be like, "Oh, well, they don't have Tatum, and you're supposed to beat them." Blah blah
Right.
blah. But God forbid Boston messes around and Pritchard and Hauser combined for 23 3-pointers or some crazy crap.
Right.
And
They better be prepared for it because them guys definitely
they're
gonna come in
jacking.
blazing.
They jacking, and Simons even come in and jack it. But
And Tibbs gave them the scouting report, so
yeah,
they got a
go
head
ahead.
start.
I hope he does because we ain't doing what Tibbs did. I don't know what he thinks he's scouting.
Right.
He's handing him the Etch-a-Sketch pad he had.
Hey, what I would say to what a win or a loss really means, what a win really means is that the Knicks will be 2-0. It don't have nothing to do with Boston.
Right.
To me, what it means, like Tori, be legit, what it means to me is that if the Knicks win 2 in a row, they might go on a heater out the gate, and then Josh and Mitch will come back. And who knows what will be if we're on a heater when both of them are back and completely healthy, right? What a loss means in my mind is a lot of Knicks fans are gonna be like, "See, I told y'all, we should have kept Tibbs."
They gonna
Right?
crash out.
Yeah,
They gonna crash out.
that'll be their moment. Like, I was only smiling because I wanted to be a team player, but if we lose, man, see, Mike Brown is not a good coach. See, that system, see all that stuff he did, that there was a flaw, right? And so in my mind, as a Knicks fan, I'm thinking whether we win or lose tomorrow night, it's still only 1 out of 82, right? That's what I'm
Yep.
thinking. But I'm a content creator and I prepare about 300 shows a year, right? So I know I'm groomed into understanding no matter what happens, it's only one game at a time, right? Now, if we win tomorrow, the content creation part of me and the fan will be thinking, well, hell, that means we got Miami Sunday. We can play Milwaukee and beat Milwaukee and be 4-0.
Right.
And what is that? What does 4-0? What does 4-0 mean straight out the box? 4-0 straight out the box to me, and I'm not counting the chickens before they hatch, right? Some people do because some people like eggs, right? Some people count those chickens before they hatch because they like eggs. I don't. One of my bosses told that joke one time. I just found it to be funny. I told him I was going to steal it. But anyway, so if the Knicks go 4-0, right, looking at 5-0, all of a sudden, like all these reservations that we had in the offseason, Now we're looking at them like, hey, what were we really worried about? Why didn't we just wait and see this thing come to fruition? Because I think the Knicks are, hold on, everybody. I'll find it. Bear with me for just a moment. I'll find it because their schedule says game 5, and game 5, 6, and 7 are 2 games at Chicago and 1 game at Washington. So if you get by Milwaukee at 4-0, you might get to 7-0 before you play Minnesota. And I guess depending on, you can count your chickens before they hatch. I know that was a bad joke. A dude told me that joke one time and I laughed. But anyway, the Knicks could legit be 7-0. And now everything that we thought about before the season started would have to be refocused. Like, we'd have to think about things differently if we're 7-0. What's the likelihood of the Knicks going 7-0? I don't know. We got to take things one game at a time. We're 1-0 right now, right? But if the Knicks beat Boston, who is a shell of themselves, Miami, who's a shell of themselves, Milwaukee, who's a shell of themselves, Chicago, and back-to-back at Chicago, at the Garden, and then the Washington Wizards, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Now, as the content creator part, I'm thinking 7-0 sound like a fantastic thing. As a basketball purist, though, like the dude that talks about guards that can pass with either hand and dudes doing squat dribbles at the top of the key, I know you got to play each game. Each game is its own universe. You got to legit game by game. But coach, if we get to 7-0 and then Josh Hart and Mitch are healthy and we have no injury, I think I might be thinking about this Knicks team in a different way. What about you?
I mean, it's not going to make me think any different because I think that's. Excuse me. I predicted we're going to be a 59-win team for a reason. That's a 70% win percentage, meaning you win 7 out of every 10 games, gets you to 57 wins in this league. And to me, when I look at up and down this schedule, and I look at the schedule in sections of 10 games at a time, I don't see us losing more than 3 games in any of those 10 game sections. So that's it just me now. If we're 7-0, that's even better than I thought. That's amazing. But it's easy to just look at the schedule and be like, oh yeah, we should win this game. We should win this game. Yeah. But I forget what show I was on. I've been on a few with you last past week. What I was looking at on the schedule, when I looked at the schedule this year, there's 11 games against teams named OKC, Denver, Houston, and Cleveland. There's 11 games versus those teams. Those are the only games I can see, especially if we're away, where Vegas will have us not favored. The rest, I think we're favored for sure. Right. And there's probably going to be games we're favored in some of them games anyway.
Right.
So not automatically going on the schedule and be like, oh, that's a win, that's a win. I can look at all 82 games and say, oh, we have a chance to win all them games. We all know it doesn't happen. There's always the letdown in Toronto or
right.
Play like
low management games.
Yeah, low management game against the Wizards.
Yeah.
Or we let one get away in Orlando. There's always some games like that throughout the season. There's never been an undefeated team in the NBA.
Right.
And history tells us, well, number one, the last 7 years in the NBA, There has not been a repeat champion. That's number one. Number two, the best record in the league doesn't mean you're going to win.
No.
Yeah. And Cleveland showed that best record in the East didn't get them nowhere.
Okay.
Ask the Golden State Warriors have the best record ever in the regular season. What happens?
Right. Ask Tom Brady.
Ask Tom Brady, who was undefeated
Right.
and lost. So it's but when you say the one of 82, 100% agree with that as far as how we react to them, win or loss. But in the end, you got to win more than you lose so you can get to the playoffs. So the games have to be played. We have to,
Right.
They are pretty important, but they're less reactionary, I guess, this early still, obviously.
So Tori B, what does a win? What does tomorrow outcome mean to you, whether it's a win or a loss?
I take everything one game at a time, right? And to me, I want to stomp on Boston every time we see them.
Every time.
Every
I don't
single
care
time we
if
see them.
Boston is all G Leaguers or they got all their stars.
I don't care. I don't care if they got
the
the
brakes
junior
off.
high school kids playing. I want to stomp on them every time I see them.
I want
But
to mush them down to the ground. I don't care nothing about no middle
right,
school kids.
every
I'll mush
single
them in your
solitary
face.
time. I've never liked Boston.
Right.
But because they depleted outside of us, right? As Knicks fans, they're gonna say they were supposed to win. It's not gonna mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. Our first probably like 7 games. They're not gonna give us credit. If we go 7-0, we're not gonna get any credit.
Yeah,
They're gonna
they're gonna
say
say like,
they
oh,
were
they
the
were
superior
hurt.
team.
Yeah,
They were supposed to win. Look at all the talent they have. So it's gonna mean nothing to them. We know it means
the
something
East is
because
weak this year.
right,
That's why they're
that's gonna
winning.
be that's gonna be the running theme all season. It don't matter. We can win 70 games, and they're gonna be like, oh, they only won those games because the East is weak. So we're not gonna get no credit unless we
may I
go out
offer
west
a
and stomp
lifesaver
on
right here?
everybody.
Can I offer a lifesaver right here, just real quick?
Yeah, sure.
My lifesaver and what Tori B was saying, because I absolutely agree. I didn't think about it in that context until Tori B said something, right? And so I appreciate you changing the way that I think about this topic, right? But I would much rather the target be on our back than to be on somebody else's back.
Sure.
Right. And I know that's a weird way to put it, right? But for years, we had the target on other people's back, trying to catch them, trying to get, no matter what year it is. Some years we were trying to catch Toronto when they had Kawhi, and then we were trying to catch Philly when they had Embiid and Butler and all them guys, right? There was even a year when Brooklyn was the best team in our division with Durant and Harden and Kyrie and all them guys. And we just chasing everybody, right? And then now, if somebody say, hey, Knicks fans, the target is on your back, I don't know if it's time for us to say, why is everybody aiming at us? I think it's a moment of celebration. Because, I mean, I honestly can't tell you when the Knicks won the last time they won the Atlantic Division. I can't tell you when the last time the Knicks won a division.
Was it
And I'm a
94?
Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan for a long time. But I cannot tell you, I legit can't tell you the last time the Knicks won the Atlantic Division. Right? Not
It
make
had
the
to be in the
playoff.
90s, right?
Just one of them cheap banners. Just win the division. You get a little cheap banner, throw up in the sky. When's the last time the Knicks?
It's definitely one up there. I know it got to be the 90s. It had to.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, like, because people had been hitting me up all day, like, man, win or lose, people still gonna complain, bro. That's what championship teams go through. Championship teams go through that. Like, championship teams are not worried about parking spaces. They're making champagne choices. right? They don't care nothing about the trivial stuff. They worry about big stuff. Like, what kind of ski goggles am I going to wear? That's what they worry about, right? And now that we beat the best team in the Eastern Conference last night, and we get a chance to beat the second best team in the Eastern Conference tomorrow night or tonight, depending on your perspective, right? I think that puts us in a spot that we should cherish. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off and hijack your thing because you was cooking. But when you said that though, and Coach, that's one of the reasons why I think it's always refreshing to have like different points of view and perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Opens your eyes.
Yeah, because you get to think about
things.
Yeah, you get to think about stuff differently when people say, and not that I don't have my own thing, but when people say stuff that's smart, it makes you think, right? Like, was I really about to complain about people talking about us because we're beating everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Because is that not the name of the game? Beat everybody? So my bad, Tori B, for rambling all over
You
your
can only
point.
play who's in front of you. No.
Right.
It's all good. You can only play who's in front of you.
Right.
Like,
That's it. You can only play the team in front of you. You don't got to keep giving me credit because whether I win or not me. You don't got to give Knicks credit whether they win or whether they lose. You can only play who in front of you,
Right. Right.
and that's
so
it.
by the way, the 2012-13 Knicks. Yeah, Randy just said it too.
Ain't no way we went 10 years without winning the division, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah. And then the last time before that was the 93-94 Knicks. So
I knew it was 94. I didn't know it was after that.
We've only won 2 Atlantic Division titles in the last
45 years?
32 years.
32 years? Okay. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It was Boston, Philly, and then Toronto got it a year or 2.
Oh, wow. Even Brooklyn / New Jersey won the Atlantic Division. Right? And the Knicks could not. So if we win the Atlantic Division, if we get out of the box 7-0, if we go on a serious run out the box, I think I might cherish it. I'm not going to be, you know how some people be like, oh man, they're going to be like a firecracker. They're going to start off hot and then they're going to cool down. You'll see. I don't think I'm going to be that.
I mean, you need those wins though if you want to be number one in the East.
Yeah,
so you go on a 7-0 run. You don't want to. You win a game and lose a game or 2. Right.
Yeah.
Right. You beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat up on. That's how you get to number 1.
Well, it's just like that saying where you're playing with spades. You win. Most people, the consensus of the conservative fans or the glass half empty fans is, oh, we're going to come out kind of slow. We got to figure out Mike Brown's system. Everyone's got to figure out their roles. In the midst of that, in the first 20 games, if we mess around and win games like we're winning, like Freezie said, while we're in that process,
right?
And then it's one of those, man, imagine when everything's actually clicking. Then it's going to be even more to the next level.
Because it's not perfect.
Right.
But it worked enough to win. It worked enough to look dominating. Like, we never looked like we were going to lose the game. We had Donovan has his little run in the third quarter, but we never really looked like we were out of it or going to lose.
Yeah. And like Brunson, that's what's amazing about Brunson. Him being our star. He's one of the most even keel reaction guys. After he answers questions the same, whether we win or lose, or he's at 40 points or 12 points. He has the same attitude. We're always working, need to be better. And I know that's, coach talk and media talk, but it's a mantra. it becomes a mantra. It's something that he starts believing, to himself. Like, you got to have a short memory. And that's sports 101 for successful teams. You always got to have a short memory for the good and the bad. And that's what we do here on this channel. With obviously, all of us want the same thing. We always say this till we're blue in the face. We all want the Knicks to win. We want all of our players on this team to be the best version of whoever they are on this team. So when the team's doing great in a game, we're going to react to that game. And when there's no problems, we don't always have to have this yeah but. Like, that's the yeah but fans drive me nuts. Like, yeah, he did good today, but it's like, no, man, let's enjoy this one. That's why we're kind of starting to move on from the Cleveland win now. Now we're thinking about Boston, and that's what we got to do with each iteration of Orange Tears. Yeah, after a while we get little messages like, I don't trust Mitch, so Coach hates Mitch. Tori is pounding the table for Deuce being sixth man of the year. Like, oh, Tori's crazy. She likes Deuce too much. I'm not saying you do, but there's all these exaggerations that come out.
I like
with this
everybody too
team.
much. I like my team.
Yeah, you never want. You start. The players grow on you. Those guys, like I said this all last year. My 3 favorite Knicks all left at the time. Like, I used to love Julius, Ihart, and Dante. I loved all 3 of them. They all left the same year on me. So I was bummed, but I still have the same vigor, and I can care less what the hell them dudes do over there now. I want to beat the brakes off them now because they ain't Knicks.
Right.
I'm worried about this name right here in the front.
Yeah.
So, to me, this game, I was bummed that Mitch and Josh weren't available, but it turned into a net positive because, one, we got to see some guys in extended time that we didn't think we'd see, and 2, we showed this team can manufacture and win games when it's not perfect.
Right.
And that's new territory for New York Knicks fans who had to have a perfect game to get some wins sometimes. Now we're so good that we can win some games while we're learning each other. And that's, you can't ask for any better scenario as a coach or a fan.
Right. I got one more
we're
thing.
winning as we're developing chemistry, as we're developing younger players. If you can win during that process, it's win-win.
Then there's icing on the cake. That's icing on the cake. I got one more thing I just wanted to ask y'all about just before I wrap up, man. I'm gonna put it on put it on the screen. How do you feel about the coaching matchup, the chess match between Mike Brown and Joe Mazzulla?
Is it chess or is it checkers?
Hey, man.
I mean, I think we're gonna have to give Mike Brown a little bit of grace in this next game because
Right.
I think Mazzulla may be the better coach, right? But we're the better team, and he's still
Right.
trying to figure out this team. Still think we're gonna win
I think they
by
have
a
the better
lot
coaching
too.
staff. They definitely have the better coaching. If you include Brad
Yes.
Stevens, and the coaching staff, I think they probably, and no disrespect.
Is
No
Mazzulla a
disrespect.
good coach, though? I mean, come on.
I mean,
Didn't he inherit
he
a
inherited
situation?
No.
I mean, because
Udoka's
technically that's
team.
Udoka. Udoka, that was his puppy. But he messed around
Right.
and got sent packing.
But
Right.
Ime Udoka, he didn't create that. Remember, he took over for Brad Stevens.
Right.
Right.
So it's not like Ime invented or reinvented anything. If anybody was past this stuff, it was him. But when Joe Mazzulla took over and they got analytics heavy and started trying to shoot 53s a game and running ISOs, like having 4 3-point shooters out there so Jason Tatum can ISO at the top of the key. I mean, and I'm not saying that he invented that, because that's basically what James Harden used to do, right? ISO at the top of the key, 4 3-point shooters on the floor. But when you talk about like the difference between what Joe Mazzulla did and yeah, I will give it. I think I'll give the experience, not even experience. I'll give the accomplished edge to Joe Mazzulla, because he's been to the finals more than Mike Brown. He's won championships more than Mike Brown has as a head coach, right? Mike Brown does have a championship pedigree as an assistant coach, though. So I don't think it's a runaway. I think it's close. But I just have never seen Mike Brown coach this much talent at one time.
Right. But
I just
I think a lot of times, like, when do you give credit to the coaches or the players and vice versa? Like, how many one and done head coaches now have we had here? Like, out of the last 7 NBA champions, and you can go back a little further, even to Nick Nurse.
You asking rhetorical questions?
No, it's not rhetorical. It's a real question.
Okay.
How many head coaches that have won a championship in this league in the past 15 years are still the head coach?
Right.
Like, some of these head coaches,
because that's what I'm saying. You ask it, it's rhetorical.
No, it's not rhetorical, because they give.
You ask a question and you won't let nobody answer.
I'm not done with the question. I'm not done with the question. I didn't even give it. I didn't even make a question. I'm making a comment first, and then I'm going to finish with the whole question. It's got a couple of parts. Let me finish.
All right.
I promise.
You know, Coach get long-winded now. Come on.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad.
Well, because I like to set the precedent on what I mean by my question before people run off and answer a question that I didn't mean to convey. The question. Okay, so anyway, what I'm getting at is, we as a fan of basketball sometimes automatically give these head coaches that win a championship this label: oh, they're a great coach, or they're a championship coach. Sometimes these teams win because they got great teams. It's not always just their coach didn't get in the way,
Right. Well, franchises win championships. That's why they give the trophy to the owner before anybody else touches the Larry O'Brien. The owner touches it, right? Because the franchise wins the championship, right? So I get what you're saying.
Right.
But
so my question is,
Joe Mazzulla has won a lot of games in the NBA, though, bro.
I mean, so what I'm getting at is, do we automatically label a coach as a great coach just because he's won a championship?
I mean, you would have to have some skill to get there. So
You got that.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So here's the
can't be
next
mediocre,
question:
like,
as the best coach in the NBA, do they tend to win the championship every year?
No.
Because lately people probably been saying Spoelstra is the best coach in the league for a while now. I mean, after Popovich retired.
I still feel like Orlando's coach is one of the best coaches in the league. He was holding that team together with
But
duct
usually
tape and
Spoelstra, a lot of people are on the Spoelstra train, And how many has Spoelstra won lately?
Jamal Mosley is a great coach.
Yeah. So more likely than not, the best player tends to be more successful than the best coach in the league. Is what I'm getting at. Like, you don't normally see the best coach drag a team into the playoffs. I mean, into the championship. But there's been a best player or two that's drug a team into the championship. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean,
understand
you
where you're
have to
coming
have
from.
but you got to have a combination of talent and great coaching
Of
skill to
course.
get to the
Oh,
promised
hell
land.
yeah.
So,
Like, the
it's a
coaching part
combination of both. Like,
put you over the hump.
right,
You,
which
you
is why
you know
Tibbs
we
got
have a
fired.
chance to win
Like he
when
had all the
Charles
talent.
Barkley is predicting us to win this year.
And
You know it's going to be good.
right, but here's the thing, Coach. To
So you don't ever give us
Coach
credit.
and Tori, just real quick to Coach's point though. I want to let me do this. I want to. Coach is bugging.
Like the Hawks.
Coach is bugging.
No, I'm not.
Coach is bugging out, y'all.
Nah.
Let me tell y'all
I'm
something.
gonna start recording my phone calls with Freezie guys.
How many times have you seen,
Excuse me.
chat? How many times have y'all seen a super team get put together and they don't win?
I
Not talking
mean,
about the whole team.
look at
I'm talking about a
at
player or
Brooklyn.
two.
Look what they did when they put what you calling them there.
That's what I'm saying.
KD and Harden and
And
Kyrie
and they didn't
you
win.
would think that they would stomp the yard, like,
You would
and
think they
look at
would
that,
stomp the yard.
and look, nothing. That
I'm not
team
saying
they
coaches don't matter. I'm just saying I think sometimes we give them more credit than they deserve. Sometimes we blame them more than they deserve.
okay.
Look at the Miami Heat. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Remember that? They won 2. Now, 2 championships is a lot, right? But those dudes sat on
Right.
stage and said, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, right? Look at the Phoenix Suns of last year with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and KD, right? Like,
Would you say the overall talent from about 2010 till now is the best it's ever been, top to bottom? Yeah. Talking about legendary play. Because are they coming out with a top 100 team yet? Like, remember how they did the top 75?
I know you're not talking about a list, bro. It's too late.
No, I'm not saying we got to make one, but
Tory B, he trying to do a list.
No, we don't
Okay, I was
put
about to
list
say,
makers
but I'm
in the
saying
history of list makers. No.
when they come up with the new top 100 list, whatever they're going to come out with one of these years coming up soon, there's going to be probably almost half on that list that played since 2010. I mean, there's been some we have been in an era right now. I don't think we realize how blessed we are. Like, how good, like, we've got legendary players that we got to witness that not everyone gets to see.
The
Like,
Houston Rockets had Drexler, Barkley, and Elijah Wan at the same time.
And they were at the end of their careers.
It don't matter, bro.
They're doing what the Clippers are doing right now. Like that's the back then version. That's the Unk team. The unction.
Right. It's when I'm like the point that I'm getting with the chess match with Mike Brown, I don't know if it's just about championships and who has traditionally been better. It's about tomorrow or today, depending on your perspective.
Yeah.
It's about a tinkerer versus a chronic tinkerer. Like Joe Mazzulla is a tinkerer, right? Mike Brown is ridiculous, needs help, needs to be in a facility level tinkerer, right? Like Mike Brown will legit shuffle puzzle pieces until you drag him out and make him smoke a cigarette or something. Like Mike Brown will legit shuffle pieces until he'll drive you mad.
Maybe because he's had to do that before. with the teams he's had.
Probably.
Because if you think about the two types of teams he's had, he's either had one out of this planet guy and the rest were borderline starters in the league. And you had to figure out which group of guys could fit with this alien on my team. And then the other versions where he didn't have a very good team and had to just tinker. Yeah.
So, he's still tinker though, bro. That's what he's known for.
Yeah. But with this team, he may feel less inclined to tinker because he's got the pieces he needs.
Bro, he played 11 dudes on a night that he had two role players out, bro. Traditional thinking is when you have two role players out,
that would have been a 7-man rotation night for Tibbs, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that would have been like
you going 7-man deep, bro.
Jumpman and McBride, the only ones coming in tonight, boys.
Yeah, that traditionally, that's what old school coaches are gonna do. They like, hey, fellas, we got two guys out. Be prepared to play 10 more minutes. Right? That's what traditionally.
That's so crazy. Think about that.
He's still in Milwaukee.
Jumpman, yeah, he signed a contract in Milwaukee.
He's the only one that got re-signed.
Right.
From last year. All the guys we let go from last year's team have all been cut.
Oh, Precious got cut?
Precious got cut, yeah.
Oh, man. We should bring him back.
That's who.
We should go get him. I like Precious.
I think Precious would flourish under Mike Brown.
In the open floor? Well, you can have him the small ball.
Bro, I bring Precious back 2 seconds, bro.
Bro, I think I might do a short on that. Bring back Precious.
Yep.
I would love for Precious to come back.
Bro, Precious would have went off last night.
Precious would have went off last. Precious would have started last night, bro.
Yeah.
Precious
would have started last night.
Yeah.
Is Jemison is on a 2-way, or is he signed?
2-way. Yeah, he on a 2. And see, the thing about Precious, Tori B, the thing about Precious is you can sign Precious to a 10-day contract, right?
Yeah.
Right. Just sign him to if he come in and if he's not the same Precious, then at the end of that
Precious,
you can just let him walk. And then if you think there's something there, you can sign him to another 2-way, right? And then at the end of those two ways, if Precious ain't really show you nothing, then you can let him walk. Or if Precious is something and you look at the rest of it, you like this 15th spot that we leaving open just in case we do an uneven trade, she would just put Precious there. Right? And so there are the Knicks have options. So
Precious would be perfect on this style of play, man.
I don't know if y'all talked about it on another stream, but I want to ask, right? David Smith actually put it in the chat. He said, what you call it, from All the Smoke. Said Mike Brown was a pushover. And
Matt
I
Barnes?
don't know. Yes. He was talking about him on the pod, and he said that he was a pushover or whatever. And
maybe early in his
the
career,
players was walking all over him. But I just don't see that now.
I mean, look what he inherited.
This got to be the most talented team he's ever had. It has to be.
Matt Barnes be talking. I just don't trust light-skinned dudes, bro. At all, coach.
You don't touch the people.
Well, the thing is,
them light-skinned dudes, they getting a beige rage, and they'll say anything.
You're a rookie coach. You got your first head coach job, and you're coaching arguably the second best player ever to play the game. You're not gonna have a leg to stand on.
Say that again.
I'm saying when you're a first job head coach, and your first job is the coaching the second best player of all time. You tend to not have a say in things sometimes. So it's gonna appear you're gonna be a pushover to the second best player that's ever played. Obviously Mike Brown's learned from that. If Mike Brown coached LeBron right now, he'd tell LeBron to get the hell on.
Right.
Go sit down. Mike Brown had enough balls last night to keep Brunson on the bench.
Oh boy.
A little extra than he probably should have in the old regime. He kept Brunson out the game long enough for Freezie to text me off air. That's how long he kept him on the bench.
Yeah.
So
it felt like he
I
wasn't
don't
running
think yeah.
all the starters. I'm telling you, there was a point where I was like, yo, where's anybody that's in the starting five? Like it felt like they were not out there for a
I was like,
long period of time.
is this a preseason game? What's going on
Right.
What is
here?
going
That's how I
on?
felt. But
Hey,
it
hold
didn't
on for
matter
just a
because
second,
we were
everybody.
still winning.
Hey, hold on for just a second. Let me. He would come into some old Jay Dilla type beat.
Well, every time I hear that, bro, I be getting down in the background to that beat.
Right.
It's a fire beat.
Salute, Coach. Salute, Latoya. Salute, Freezie. Salute to the chat.
Salute.
Bro,
I
Hello,
I
think,
cannot
hello.
unsee that R. Kelly video, bro.
Whoa. What video are you
no,
talking
whoa.
about?
You have to be very
You got to
particular
be careful. R. Kelly's and videos. You got to be careful about
Yeah,
that.
man.
what that
Yeah,
word
I
is.
cannot unsee.
Talk about that pee.
No,
Some of that
man.
poo
Not on the
poo.
basketball channel. Nah,
Oh,
not on the
coach,
basketball
no.
channel, bro. We talking basketball, bro.
I don't know if you could throw. I don't know if you could throw it on there, but it's a clip of SGA, Coach.
Hey, man.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. I saw that on a TikTok short.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, man.
But I wanted to chime in on the Matt Barnes thing. Matt Barnes was referring to the 2011 Lakers, I believe, the year after Phil Jackson had left. And
Yeah.
it was Kobe, and Kobe's pretty psychotic. And it was Matt Barnes, which was like a 10th man with some arrogance and like meta world peace. There's like a lot of unhinged dudes on that team. Matter of fact, Kobe Bryant wanted Phil Jackson fired. So how can I even take that like with any type of grain? Like how can you even take that without a grain of salt?
Right.
He wanted Phil Jackson fired multiple times.
Yeah.
The coach with the most championships of all time. That
Yeah.
guy. So at a certain point, it's just like it doesn't even mesh even with the identity of the players that we do have, because we have a lot of hard workers that aren't guys that are ruffle. I mean, like rock the boat, ruffle feathers. They're not those types of guys. So when like, for example, you see like Cat say like he doesn't know his role, it's so out of character for him that it's a big deal. If it was in character, nobody would sweat anything that Cat says.
Right.
So
Plus,
like when
that's when they had Bynum too. He wasn't easy to work with.
yeah. So it was no. I believe it was the Dwight Howard team. Like Bynum was already gone.
That's the question I have for you and during Nick's freestyle. How you felt about what Kat has said about him not knowing his role.
I think it was just chatter.
Oh yeah, that's when they played
Yeah,
that.
that's what I said. Do you think it was like legit or he was just being facetious? I think he was just being
I
facetious.
think he was. I think he was being legitimately candid, because if you're keeping it all the way a buck, Mike Brown has never had a player like Cat, and Cat has never had a coach like Mike Brown,
Right.
and we haven't had the starters play together, but like 2 quarters in the preseason.
That's why I'm saying. That's the reason why I was saying it's chatter. I'm not saying he lying. Right. When anytime you get a new head coach or a new leader, period, you got to give that leader some time to put their imprint on the personnel, on the team. Right. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Y'all know how it is when you take over, say, a group of people and they used to, the way that the old person did, not old, but the ex person did it. And then they felt like they didn't have the freedoms under the ex person. And so now they felt like they weren't going to get these freedoms under the new leader. But at the same time, the new leader wants to improve on what the ex guy used to do. So it's like that transition. And so when Cat say he don't know his role, he not saying that should I be a defender now?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah, should
being
I be a point
facetious.
center
Like,
now? He said, I'm just don't know where to be at on the floor at times during certain situations with certain personnel groups.
I believe he was being completely candid. I don't think he was being facetious. I don't think he was lying. Facetious would mean like he's lying. I think he was being
no,
super.
that's not what that means. It means if someone's like saying a half
If
truth,
something is facetious, you don't really take it at face value.
right? He was saying it like in
Right,
jest,
that's what I
kind of
meant.
like,
Like,
yeah, like
right,
he's.
like I don't know if he was
It's kind of true. Like,
he
hey,
legit was
this
like,
this is
man, I
a
don't know
new
what's
team.
going on.
Yeah, this
Right.
is a new system. No one knows their role yet, really. You know,
Right. Because
Yeah,
you don't know how how Mike Brown's system is gonna work with this personnel yet.
right.
I think he was being pretty candid and straightforward, but I also think people thought he was using it as a slight, but he was just being honest. I don't think it was a
Yeah.
slight
Mike
or
Brown will punch
jab.
cat in the throat, bro.
So, but it's not like when Josh Hart last year was
Josh said, "I don't know my
didn't
role."
take a shot in the preseason. We believed it. Josh, we don't know what Josh's role was yet either.
Josh said himself, "I didn't know my role." Then he had his
I
best
didn't.
career year. So
Yeah, so I think it had a lot less weight than when Josh said it.
Yeah. When it comes like with the cat statement, I think basically the reason why I brush it off as like early season chatter is when you're a championship team, things are just going to be boring. Like you're not going to have amazing drama when you're a championship contender because for the most part you have a championship roster. For the most part you have championship expectations. For the most part you feel like the leadership that you have is championship leadership. And so you don't have all those weird questions if you're aspiring to be a playing team. Like, do we trade the kids for a veteran? Like, it's like, you don't really have like weird questions like that, man. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're leading up to the season when people were like, yo, I think we're going to trade Pacom Dadier so that we can sign Garrison Matthews. Like,
and look, let's face it. Nowadays, we're in the cycle of Matt Barnes. A lot of these guys are starting to get known for not being ex NBA players anymore. It's because they're on the so and so podcast or the so and so show because everyone's got a podcast or a YouTube show now, you know. So everyone's got to make a hot take. And what teams are the most polarizing in the league? Your New York Knicks of the world, the Dallas Cowboys, you know, like if you break news or you bring up an old story about something pertaining to the dreaded New York Knicks, you know, that you're going to get more clicks because all the Knicks fans are going to be rabid about it. You know, people love to hate on the Knicks in the media. So that's going to get you more clicks, you know. So you're going to hear more and more ex-players and ex-coaches that have shows like this say some stuff to get clicks because they're trying to grow their channel, their worth, or whatever. You know.
except Lawrence Tears, bro. I don't do tricks for clicks. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We ain't ready to do no cartwheels for clicks, man. It's like basketball talk from people that know basketball and are passionate about it.
Yeah.
Like when I ain't ready to stand on my head for clicks or subscribers. Speaking of which, if you are new here, subscribe to the channel, join the community, come in here, talk that talk the way that we like to have that talk to us. It's a safe place for us to come in here and hang out, right? You get to hang out with Tori being coach and Dre and Gi and Free Keith and whoever at Cowboy Bob, everybody else, like Corey Lee. And we just talk passionately about sports, Knicks, right? So if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, consider becoming a member. This is the place to be if you're a Knicks fan. And we're not trying to grow the channel like whatever number we're at, like 25, 27,000, whatever number we're at It's not because we get something extra because we have subscribers. We legitimately want to have a fan base of rabid Knicks fans, right? Have those rabid Knicks fans come here and talk rabidly about these Knicks because it's fun. This is the place for you. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Bim.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But, and for the people that aren't new, you know you hear all the time. Sometimes you agree with us, sometimes you don't. But you are here and you like the content. Just hit that like button. It's so simple to do, you know? Obviously, we want everyone that's here watching to hit the like button. It's, it'd be awesome. But that just helps us know that you're engaged. You're here. You're in here for the ride with us.
Right.
And subscribing is leaps and bounds the best way to do that. But turn them notifications on. And when you're here chilling, just hit that like button. Even if you're here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. It doesn't mean you agreed with us. It just says you like the content and you enjoyed the time. Because we enjoyed having you. I gotta remember to hit the like button sometimes. I forget because I'm in the video a lot of times. Oh wait, let me hit the like button. I go over to YouTube and I do it.
Yeah. Say, hey man, take ownership.
Yeah.
It's a Knicks fans channel, man. You gotta take ownership of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all got anything to say before we get out of here? Before we wrap up? Yeah, I know I gotta be on these phones at I gotta get these phones ready at 7:15, bro.
I'll keep it quick. I'm excited.
I drunk 2, and I know you're not supposed to, but I drunk 2 large coffees.
Oh boy.
Yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning, bro.
I know you crashed at some point.
Hey, bro, you ever took a 12-minute nap on your 15-minute break?
Oh my God.
I've taken a few 16-minute naps. I'm like,
they be pressure, bro. Like when you wake up, you be like, ooh.
Man, I wish I had 3 more minutes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So if that's it, everybody, thank y'all for coming through and rocking with us. We'll be doing playback TV tomorrow for the Celtics game. I'll be at a hockey game and doing the Celtics game at the same time. Just love sports, man.
Hey, look at you.
You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, man. Thank you, Dre, Tori B, Coach, everybody, man, Lawrence to his family. Thank y'all for helping us on our way to being the best Knicks content creators on YouTube and the social media space. The Discord soon come when I figure out a few things. That'll be on the way, and I'm working on a website for us too. I think I mentioned that already, but we'll see how things go. On that, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all, everybody. Peace, y'all.
I rank where